Welcome to the Petty Pest Control Guidelines and Protocols regarding termite inspections. As these inspections carry significant liability for both the company and the inspector, it is imperative that we establish and maintain uniform standards for all future assessments. The following overview outlines how the Petty Pest Control professional standards and our comprehensive inspection methodology serve the best interests of both our clients and the organization.
At Petty Pest Control, we conduct 4 fundamental types of termite inspections for our clients. Each inspection is equally important and carries inherent risks for both the company and the individual inspector. Every termite inspection must be performed exclusively by certified Petty Pest Control inspectors in strict adherence to established protocols and guidelines. We will now examine each category individually. The first category is the lead, which is initiated when a new or prospective customer contacts Petty Pest Control to request an inspection and a proposal for eastern subterranean termite prevention or treatment. Although this type of inspection typically concludes with a proposal, the requirements for scope, methodology, and documentation remain identical to those for all other inspection types. The second scenario involves a request for a warranty inspection, which is initiated when an existing termite client suspects or observes subterranean termite activity on a structure currently covered under a Petty Pest Control warranty agreement. The primary course of action in these instances is to reassure the customer and confirm the qualified inspector will be dispatched to evaluate the activity and determine the appropriate treatment protocol. Please note that an inspector must serve as the first responder in these cases, rather than a technician or manager. All potential termite activity must be professionally assessed by an inspector before any treatment recommendations are provided.
The third is the annual interior and exterior termite inspection, which is provided as part of our standard termite agreement. Please note that this should not be confused with annual termite base station maintenance and monitoring. The service code for this warranty inspection at Petty Pest Control is currently SII. Under the terms of the termite warranty agreement, Petty Pest Control is required to perform a routine annual inspection for all covered customers. Only Petty Pest Control certified termite inspectors are authorized to perform these inspections. The scope, methodology, and documentation requirements remain consistent with our standard termite inspection protocols. Please ensure that the official SII inspection form is utilized within the PestPack system, and that all inspections are validated by the customer's signature or another approved method. Another inspection, not specifically related to termites, is the QSI inspection. However, if termites are noted during that inspection, regardless of whether there is an active warranty, it must be handled exactly like any other termite inspection regarding scope, methodology, and documentation. The fourth type is the WDI inspection, commonly utilized for real estate transactions and mortgage refinancing. Although these are frequently mischaracterized as the most significant liability for a termite company, they carry no more inherent risk than the other 3 types of inspections conducted by pest control professionals. The majority of lawsuits and financial settlements stem from our existing customer base or newly acquired clients, often due to inadequate inspections, negligence, or ineffective treatments. Consequently, all termite inspections must be treated with the same legal rigor in terms of thoroughness, documentation, and strict adherence to established protocols. As with all other procedures, only Petty Pest Control certified termite inspectors are authorized to perform these inspections.
An additional scenario arising outside our standard inspection or proposal protocols is the random finding. For instance, a technician or inspector may be at a client's property or a neighboring residence when they are requested to identify a potential pest issue, or they may encounter termite activity while performing an unrelated service. While any employee is encouraged to assist in identifying these situations and promoting our services, a certified Petty Pest Control termite inspector must conduct the comprehensive inspection, prepare all requisite documentation and diagrams, and formally present the proposal to the client. These occurrences are more frequent than one might anticipate. Therefore, all established rules and requirements governing the previous 4 examples must be strictly adhered to in this instance as well. How do termite inspections, regardless of their nature, escalate into legal matters or formal lawsuits that jeopardize both the company and the individual inspector? In legal proceedings against pest control providers, the terms termite bond, termite contract, and termite agreement are often used interchangeably. Fundamentally, these documents impose identical legal obligations on the pest control company. Any ongoing service agreement between a homeowner and a pest control firm, whether it involves preventative inspections, treatment plans, or recurring maintenance, carries the same level of professional liability. The misconception that WDI inspections carry a higher degree of risk is quickly dispelled by examining the extensive history of litigation initiated by existing termite contract customers against pest control companies. How does a situation escalate to such a point? When a pest control company fails to perform the inspections or treatments mandated by your service agreement and state regulations, and the homeowner incurs property damage or continues to experience termite activity following professional treatment, it is highly probable that the company has failed to fulfill its obligations under consumer protection and legal standards. A termite service agreement serving as a warranty against infestation must provide for annual inspections and may include provisions for retreatment or repair coverage. Notably, negligence is typically excluded from coverage by pest control insurance policies, which is a primary focus for legal claims. Establishing a claim of negligence requires demonstrating duty, breach, causation, and resulting damages. Failure to provide professional inspections by qualified personnel constitutes both negligence and a breach of contract. According to the National Pest Management Association, termites cause an estimated $6 billion to $8 billion in property damage annually, affecting approximately 600,000 homes in the United States.
In legal disputes involving termite inspections, allegations of negligence are frequently prioritized due to the significant financial implications regarding insurance coverage. Because most insurance policies exclude coverage for fraud or corporate negligence, plaintiffs often lead with these claims to encourage a favorable settlement. Proving negligence requires the establishment of four fundamental elements: duty, breach, causation, and damages. Duty: by executing the service agreement, the company assumes a duty of care to the customer, which necessitates strict adherence to the specified terms regarding inspection protocols, reporting, and treatment applications. For instance, a failure to perform a thorough annual termite inspection constitutes a direct violation of the duty established within the agreement. Breach: a breach of duty occurs when a company fails to identify an active infestation or reinfestation during an inspection, or when treatment protocols are not followed correctly. Such failures typically constitute a breach of the contractual obligations. Causation: the company's failure must be directly linked to the subsequent harm. This includes not only physical structural damage, but also secondary consequences, such as emotional distress or the collapse of a real estate transaction resulting from an undisclosed infestation that the company had a duty to identify and report. Damages: the claimant must demonstrate that the property or personal assets have sustained actual harm, or that they have suffered quantifiable financial loss, such as the forfeiture of a real estate contract due to unreported termite damage or infestation.
So, missing or skipping a contracted annual inspection and allowing an infestation to cause damage is legally actionable as professional negligence as well as breach of contract. Really?
It is imperative to maintain thorough documentation, particularly for accounts that have been unresponsive to efforts to schedule annual inspections. Even when we are unable to establish contact, these cases must be formally documented showing our attempts to contact to schedule the inspection.
You are telling us that failure to conduct a comprehensive inspection of a crawl space or any other accessible areas of a structure during any termite warranty, annual SII, or QSI inspection, as well as during warranty requests concerning suspected activity or new termite sales could constitute professional negligence and a breach of contract, both of which are grounds for legal action against the company and the customer?
You are correct. We are currently on a slippery slope when we deploy unqualified personnel to perform warranty inspections, fail to document activity and damage, or neglect to conduct comprehensive interior inspections and only inspect the exterior. Such oversights constitute corporate malpractice and a failure to uphold our professional obligations as a pest control firm. That is why only the petty pest control inspectors are authorized to perform these types of inspections.
To illustrate how easily a company can be drawn into a situation involving a negligent breach of contract claim, even without having initiated a wood-destroying insect (WDI) inspection, consider the following scenario. Approximately 2 years ago, the company provided a Sentra-Con termite system for Mr. Do-Right's home. The home featured a very tight crawl space, and initial records indicate that the inspection conducted at the time of the Sentra-Con cell was inadequate. The site diagram was poorly drafted, and no issues were documented within the crawl space. During the subsequent termite warranty period, the client maintained a quarterly pest control agreement with the same company. Although an annual QSI inspection was performed, the report failed to document any issues. Furthermore, the Sentra-Con annual station inspections conducted by our service technicians consistently reported no termite activity. An interior inspection was never performed. Last month, Mr. Do-Right listed his home for sale. His real estate agent advised him that a WDI inspection was necessary for the transaction. When Mr. Do-Right suggested utilizing his termite company, the agent discouraged this, noting that their fees were significantly higher than local competitors who charged only $35 for such reports. Subsequently, I Got You Termite Company performed the WDI inspection and identified significant structural damage in the crawl space, even declaring the home unsafe for occupancy due to a compromised main support beam. Consequently, Mr. Do-Right faced substantial repair costs, the loss of his home sale, and potential condemnation of the property. He has since retained legal counsel to pursue litigation against his company for breach of contract, damages, and negligence. While one might logically argue that such extensive damage could not have occurred within a 2-year window, the failure to report any activity or damage throughout the duration of his contract creates a significant liability. This case serves as a critical example of how exposure to risk can occur, even when the company has not performed a formal WDI report. Please note that while this scenario is based on a real-world case, the details have been exaggerated to emphasize the potential consequences of inadequate documentation.
All Petti pest control inspectors are fully certified and trained in the rigorous procedures required to inspect and document wood-destroying insect (WDI) activity. Comprehensive training materials have been provided to ensure that every inspector strictly adheres to these professional standards. Management mandates that only authorized, qualified termite inspectors shall be assigned to active warranty visits, new sales inspections, and all WDI or subterranean termite assessment-related tasks. It is a strict requirement that all evidence of wood-destroying insect activity, whether new or pre-existing, must be accurately graphed and documented during every inspection without exception. All findings should be recorded in a consistent, audit-ready format that clearly highlights areas of infestation, observed damage, and any potential hidden activity. Furthermore, every inspection report must include a formal proposal defining the scope of work and the recommended treatment plan, accompanied by the mandatory inspection graph.
We appreciate your ongoing attention and dedication to Petti pest control. The purpose of all educational initiatives is to foster critical thinking and safeguard our client base by upholding the company's integrity. Should you have any questions or concerns regarding this matter, please consult the Boomer Squad or contact Rusty via email.